It's another beautiful day for Vestigial Voice.
Thanks, Mom. We've got another special summer woodworking episode. This one got me fired up. A friend gave me a beat-up trophy case he won at a local college's auction. I purchased a couple of pine boards to replace the missing ones. The project will begin by using a random orbital sander with 40 grit sandpaper. I think 2 shelves will be enough for now. The lowest grit typically takes the most time, as it's responsible for removing the majority of the noticeable blemishes. Next, slap on the 80 grit on the random orbital. On to the 120 grit. As you graduate to finer and finer sandpaper, you'll really gain an appreciation for the wood's hidden dimensions. For this application, we're going to take it up to the 220 grit, which brings out a delicate softness that I really enjoy. After sweeping away the bulk of the sanding dust, grab Tackcloth to remove the finer particles. I prefer using a pre-stained wood conditioner, which acts as a level to even out some of the thirsty fibers, which can prevent unexpected blotchiness. After about 5 minutes, wipe away the excess with a clean rag. This basic trio of wood conditioner, stain, and polyurethane will comprise our starting lineup. After about 30 minutes, lightly hand sand with 220 grit sandpaper and Tackcloth the sawdust. You guys probably know this, but I prefer staining pads as they facilitate excellent stain control and consistent results. Let that sit for between 5 and 15 minutes depending on the desired color, and wipe away the excess with a clean rag. On to the protective polyurethane. However, upon opening the can, something disappoints me. The liquid polyurethane has cured into a solid cylinder. To my knowledge, there is no reliable way to reverse this process. It happens with air exposure, so make sure to tightly close your lid when not in use. As the volume in the can gets lower, some people even fill it with glass marbles to displace the amount of remaining air in the closed container. Nonetheless, let's just open up a fresh can. Stir it until there's a uniform color. We'll apply it with a clean chip brush, and before it dries, go over it using light strokes of our foam brush to eliminate both brush strokes and bubbles. While it dries, we'll use some JB Weld to repair the guide rollers on our glass door, and also clean our paint brushes with warm soapy water followed by some lacquer thinner. Back to our old friends, the 220 grit sandpaper and Tackcloth to prep for the final polyurethane coat. Identify any lingering imperfections at eye level using reflective lighting. Because it was a little roughed up, I go over the frame with an 800 grit equivalent 3M polishing pad to smooth out the edges. Oh yeah, I invited my homie PX to help me hang this thing. We piloted a couple holes into the wall studs. Now, of course, you can do this several different ways, but because the case's posterior had empty space, we leveled a wood plank using recessed bolts to hang the trophy case before ultimately pinning it in place. We'll use these furniture pads as a buffer between the display case and the wall so the wall doesn't get scratched up.
Beauty.
Pop in the front and rear shelf clips. Carefully insert the glass doors on their corresponding guide plates. If you'd appreciate more videos like this and want to boost up my motivation, please subscribe.
Well, thank you for watching. And if you like this video, please click the like button. Thank you.
Probably going to be taking a lot of the weight.
Just burglar.
Burglar. A rider.
Don't worry, it's just a rider.
So if we recess it just enough to where this is inside this board, then this board will sit flush against the back of this.
Just do it. I don't know what you're talking about. Recess, I thought that's when you play basketball.
And hopefully that little recess that I drilled in there